World Vegan Day is an event that encourages people worldwide to explore and embrace a meat-free lifestyle. Some may see vegan foods as bland or boring. However, Chef Khary Roberts, host of Khary's Kitchen, says many people are surprised to learn that most of the flavor in food does not actually come from meat.
A lot of the flavor that we get in food comes from the non-animal sources. When you think about garlic, for instance, chives, celery, we use these things to make the meat taste better, to make the animal products taste better. So it's actually the other way around.
Still, he admits there's some balancing to do when cutting out animal products, especially when it comes to getting enough nutrients.
If you don't eat meat, you need your protein sources from somewhere. So you need to incorporate and do what you call protein pairing. So for instance, rice has a number of proteins in it. However, peas has a different types of proteins in it. To get a complete protein, you need to pair them so that in your meal, if you have brown rice, for instance, and you have lentil peas, then the combination of proteins between those two will give you the proteins you need.
For meat lovers that are considering converting to a vegan-based diet, Chef Khary says mushrooms are a good option.
Because mushrooms is something that is easy to get a non-vegan to buy into, because you could get that taste, you get that umami flavor that mushroom has, you get that texture that has a kind of meaty texture, so you don't need to do too much to mushrooms to make it fill the spot of meat, for someone.
But is a vegan diet expensive? Chef Khary says it all depends.
If you are buying vegan substitute products, those can be very expensive. Vegan cheese, for instance, alternative meat, so it's not animal based and stuff like that. Those things can be very expensive. They're also very processed. If you're going vegan in the sense that you're going to use locally sourced, locally produced produce, and you get it from your markets and like your corner side of the street vendors and stuff who are from farmers and these things, you can have a vegan diet, I should say, that is very cost effective.
And after this, if you're convinced to go vegan, Chef Khary says go forth, but do not be too extreme with the journey.
So take it in stride. If you read labels, definitely read labels of products you buy, products you use and stuff, and as much as possible educate yourself, because there is, on both sides of it, you can go too far and put yourself into a state of even malnutrition, or you could just be not making sense with your vegan diet because there are certain things you're thinking to yourself is okay, but it does come from animals in some way, shape or form.
World Vegan Day is celebrated on November 1st each year. I am Danielle John with We Focus on TTT News.